When I say, who's the master? You say, show enough.
What is up, guys? Shonuff the King here, back with another video, and today I'm bringing you another room tour, action figure, home theater tour. Alright? So, it's 2019, recording this in January. Usually I do my reviews once a year before the end of the year, but this year was a little bit different. I definitely was going to do it during my Christmas break, but certain things happened and I wanted to make sure everything was here before I did this tour. Alright? So, we're in the man cave. Like I said, 2018 was a really big year for me with action figures. It's just like, I've always been a fan of action figures, but this year just exploded. 2018 was a huge year for me. Job changes, just everything was just great. Some great things happened for me in 2018. So I'm looking for 2019 to be even more successful. So this tour is going to be, there's a lot of change. I actually went back and watched some of the videos from previous years, and a lot has changed. So looking forward to showing you guys around the new cave. Again, some shameless plugs before we get started. Subscribe to my channel, ring bell notifications, all that jazz. You can also follow the podcast that I started in 2018. Started a podcast. It's called the Magnerd Podcast, focused on music, anime, video games, and of course, we talk about action figures in the podcast. Come on, guys, it's happening. It's happening. So you can follow the Magnerd Podcast on Twitter, Instagram, preferably on Instagram because that's where I post a lot of my action figure stuff and just reviews for my Shonuff channel as well. And that's MAGNERD Podcast. And on Instagram, you can also follow me on YouTube, Shonuff the King. All right, let's get started. First, what I'm gonna do is just get a quick panoramic shot of the room. So we'll start here and just do a quick. Yeah, we just did a quick shot there. So first thing I want to actually show you guys is my, let's start the home theater. Here we have the 7 Deadly Sins playing. Let's grab the remote. This is a 120-inch HD theater screen done by Elite Screens. Let's see here. Just want to make sure you guys can see everything and hear everything in its glory. Netflix be tripping sometimes. There we go. So yeah, here we go. 120-inch screen. These are Boston speakers. They thump out a lot of sound, but again, it's early in the morning. I don't want to wake the kids up. Over here we got my Captain America shield. Hit the little button. Looks really cool at nighttime. Maybe I'll turn it off and show you guys later. So one of the things I picked up, because at the house that I have now, I have a pool in the backyard. And when Toys R Us was closing in 2018, everything pretty much went up to like 75% off. And these are one of the purchases that I got with like a remote control boat. It's actually pretty fast and it works really well in the water. So I picked this up 50% off at Toys R Us. I paid like, I don't know, $20 for it or something like that. Again, you guys probably saw from the last video my poster. Again, this is the Power Rangers poster that I have.
I don't think I've ever seen anything like it.
And over here is just the laundry room. You don't really care about that. My Wonder Woman poster. Again, love this poster. And this is my wife's workout area. You can see here, she uses it to work out. It's a compromise I made. I have 99% of the basement, but I had to give her space to work out whenever she wanted to. And this is my Alien poster. My daughter's got a gigantic doll house for Christmas, so that's the box that it came in. So that's not nothing anyway. All right, so let's get into the first set of action figures. The newest change that I've had. Up here is my Voltron full complete set. I believe last year he wasn't finished. I was missing the yellow line, and my wife got me the yellow lion, so now it's complete, and it's one of the centerpieces here. And of course up here again is the other Boston speaker for the surround sound. And here is my newest acquisition right here. This, folks, is the Hot Toys Iron Spider from the Avengers Infinity Wars. I just got this Monday. So it is very, it's awesome. It has the LED eyes, it has the tendrils. This thing is amazing. Hot Toys definitely outdid themselves. Like I said in 2018, guys, I did it up big, and I figured no better way than to start 2019 as in with my Hot Toys. Now, I don't plan on collecting a lot of Hot Toys, quite honestly. It's probably going to be this one, and I also have the Iron Man Mark 50 on pre-order. So again, those are probably going to be the only two Hot Toys that I own for the foreseeable future. I do still prefer 6-inch scale toys. I just, with the detail that Hot Toys brings, I just had to get this. So what I'm going to do next is just open this up.
You're not taking down my homeland.
And then we have here are just some of my action figure collection that I have. And again, 90% of these have been picked up in 2018. So here we have my favorite action figure of them all, which is my Amazing Yamaguchi Wolverine. Again, I've said it once and I'll say it again. The best Wolverine action figure ever. Nothing even comes close. Here we have the DC series, DC Universe series, Aquaman. Again, if you guys have not seen Aquaman, please go see it. That movie is fantastic. I also have the DC Universe's Black Manta. Quite honestly, this is probably one of the best looking Black Mantas that I've seen. And again, this is equivalent to a Marvel Legends, and this thing is just absolutely amazing. The detail, the quality, they just really outdid themselves. And of course, back here I have the Marvel Legends Sabretooth and the Marvel Legends Omega Red. Again, love both these figures. Back here we have the I believe this is the Select Thanos, the Marvel Select Thanos. And again, we have the SH Figure Arts Hulk here. We also have the Amazing Yamaguchi Venom right here. And then we have the Amazing Yamaguchi Spider-Gwen, which I absolutely love, along with the Marvel Legends Miles Morales. Now, the special thing about this Miles is I'm actually working on a custom Miles so that he matches the Spider-Man Into the Spider-Verse. I have custom clothing and A1 Jordans coming in the mail. So stay tuned to my Instagram account and you'll be able to see the final product coming up soon. So that's that cabinet. Down here, I have the Marvel Select Red Hulk and the Marvel Select Green Hulk. Again, these are some of the first action figures that I actually purchased. And of course, down here it's just empty for right now because again, I do have a lot of stuff coming in the mail. So then I will move over here to one of my mini gaming cabinets. And here we have just showing off the PlayStation Classic. I was able to pick this up. My wife got it for me for Christmas. It's one of the things that I wanted. Again, a lot of people are talking crap about it. Again, it's moddable. It's a great collector's item, so I wanted to make sure I had it. And right below it is my SNES Classic. I got this last year. And again, same difference. I opened it up, I played it for a while, but again, to me, it's more of a collector's item. I just like to have it. Down here, we have the my Game Boy Color. This is the original Game Boy Color that I bought like way back in the day. Also over here, I have my Game Boy Advance, and I have some games: Super Street Fighter, Pokemon Ruby, Pokemon Silver, Pokemon Emerald, and I have a couple of action replay devices, because usually what I do after I beat the game, I like to play around and extend my gameplay, so I usually do those. And this is actually the original N64 adapter, so that you can play your Game Boy games on your N64. So I should still have that. I used to use that for Pokemon. And down here is some of my N64 collection. I have Conker's Bad Fur Day, Mario Party 2, Perfect Dark, 2 copies of No Mercy, don't ask me why, Star Wars Pod Racer, Spider-Man, and Star Fox 64. And again, you can see here my list of Pokemon games: Pokemon Sun, Pokemon White, Pokemon Y, Pokemon Diamond, Super Mario, Yu-Gi-Oh!, Dragon Ball, Mario Kart, and Kid Icarus Rising. Down here, I actually got this for my birthday. Again, my wife got this for me for my birthday, which is the NES Classic and the NES Classic controller. Again, more of a collector's item for me. Down here is my my Wii collection and my rest of my GameCube games. I was a huge fan of wrestling, so I have a lot of wrestling games, Pokemon games, Bleach, and here's my PlayStation Vita and my PSP. And on the bottom shelf is, just to round things out, it's the box for my Vita, along with my Nintendo DS and my Nintendo 3DS. Oh! Over here is my arcade and my PlayStation station. So, let's see. First, 1 second here. I love Seven Deadly Sins. They actually just came out with a movie on Netflix. Again, fantastic. You guys should definitely check this out. I want to turn that down a little bit. Sorry about that, guys. So, we're back here to the arcade. Let's get a good frontal shot of it. Let's back away so you can see the whole view. Just so you guys can see what I'm looking at. Alright. So this is my arcade. I got this a few years ago. Again, you'll see this in the last video as well. And as you can see, it has everything. So again, all the great arcade games. Again, I'm a 90s kid, I'm an 80s kid, so I grew up in arcades. So for me, my childhood was growing up playing these games. And again, it has everything, damn near every arcade game that you'd want to play. And again, with the X stick, the tank stick, this is the standard. If you want to have your own arcade, I know A1 is one of the big producers, but X Arcade, this is the way to go. So what I want to show you guys again is my favorite arcade game of all time, AVP. So it's very easy to just kind of hit the button. Takes a second to load. While it loads, I'll explain what else this station is. Like I said, this is an arcade station and my PlayStation station. Because over here, you can see my PlayStation VR. I use this area because this area is like wide open. This is the best place for me to try to play VR games. So right here in the cabinet, you just got to open that door here and I'll pull it out so you can see it is my PlayStation 4. And connected to the PlayStation 4 is a, I think it's a 2 terabyte hard drive. This is a Western Digital Elements hard drive. And here's my PlayStation 4 that's connected, and it's actually not connected to this TV, the PlayStation 4. The PlayStation 4 is actually connected to this TV and is also connected in my office, but we'll talk about that more later. So it looks like AVP has officially started. So again, on the side here, it's equivalent to like adding in coins. You just hit that button, and then you can just hit 1 player, 2 player, turn it up a little bit. And again, as you can see, it works fine. And the beauty of this is that I can also do 4-player on some games as well, because I can use 1-player, 2-player. And because down here, this is where everything is housed, it's all preloaded onto my Xbox, so I can also connect 2 controllers as well. You really can't see here because it's a little dark, but again, I have a computer down here. My PlayStation 3 is here in the back, and then I have my Xbox that is powering my arcade system. And again, like I said, love this game. Probably gonna die, but again, I just wanted to show it all to you guys. So over here, we have the rest of my game collection. And again, I won't go to super amounts of detail. This is my PlayStation collection, Jetmoto. You guys can see. And then here I have my Dreamcast collection. Dreamcast is another one of my most favorite systems of all time. I got this for my graduation. My dad picked up the Japanese import version that plays both Japanese games and American games. So again, House of the Dead 2, Street Fighter 0, Blue Stinger, Ready to Rumble. What is this? Oh, Fire Pro Wrestling D, Power Stone. If you guys haven't played Power Stone is Smash Brothers before Smash Brothers was Smash Brothers. Dynamite Cop, one of my favorite arcade games of all time. Giant Graham, Project Justice, Shenmue, Virtual On, Hydro Thunder, Sonic Adventure 2. Of course, you gotta have Marvel vs. Capcom 2, of course. Metal Slug, Soul Calibur, Virtual Tennis, and then we start going into some more PlayStation games. And down here is my more current gen games. Watch Dogs. Again, I'll just pan through so you guys can see what I have. Uncharted 3. I also have Uncharted 4 as well. And then we have my Xbox 360 games. This is a, it eventually ended up coming out on the PlayStation, but originally this is the Japanese version of the Naruto game before they actually started porting them over to America. I also had a Japanese, not a Japanese PlayStation 2, but I had a import mod on my PlayStation 2 to let me play Japanese PlayStation games. Again, one of the biggest Dragon Ball Z fans of all time. So of course I had to have all the Budokais. And I have Dragon Ball Infinite World. Also picked that up. Def Jam, X-Men. Again, you guys can see. I was a big fighting game fan back in the day. Not so much anymore, but of course, the blood still burns. And again, like I said, I go in depth in some of my other videos. You guys can see that as well. So, that's that. Now, one of my other biggest acquisitions this year, was last year I should say, was my crafting table. Like recently I started, like I said, when I started collecting action figures, I started doing photography, just getting into the whole thing. And this is kind of the station I set up for myself in the basement so that I could do that more. Right now I'm actually working on a project where I'm creating some custom capes for action figures. So I have some fabric here, purple for like a Magneto cape, and then black again for Batman capes, stuff like that. Here is my Marvel Legends Magneto, and this is like the first cape that I made. It didn't come out as good as I thought it would do, but again, my first time trying it out, so I'm going to improve on that this weekend. Of course, this is a Marvel Legends Spider-Gwen. It's part of the 2-pack that you saw with the Miles Morales that was over there, so she's just chilling out right there. Over here is some lighting, some additional lighting that I have when I'm trying to do photos. Again, it's pretty bright, and it has these little stands on them. I got these on Amazon, so they're really good when you're trying to set up lighting all over. Right here is another one of my favorites. Gifts from Christmas was the Al Bundy pop from Married with Children. I was always a huge Married with Children fan, so my wife got this for me as a stocking stuffer, so thanks, babe. Alright, so here is kind of where I keep all my parts for all my action figures. So, you know, I have a bunch of effects here, so that's what this is. It kind of creates like a power aura. Have a bunch of extra stands. And again, I'm a big SH Figuarts fan as well, so here are all, this is what I kind of do to store all my pieces. I kind of keep them here so you don't lose them. I also have, you know, some effects. This goes to the Marvel Legends Magneto for his kind of like his power effect. And this is an additional head that you get for the the Hot Toys Iron Spider. And again, this is the head sculpt for the Hot Toys. Look at this thing. Look at the detail in this, guys. Like, no bullshit. This is like some of the scariest shit that I've seen in a while. Look how realistic that is. Fantastic. And of course, I got a couple of Build-A-Figure pieces here and some other stuff. So, gotta be careful. Sorry, guys, I'm sniffling. It's cold in this basement. You know, I'm trying to fight off a cold. Over here is another one of my favorite locations. This is my Power Rangers collection. Again, 80s and 90s kid. I grew up with Power Rangers, and I'm talking about the original one. I've pretty much kept up with Power Rangers all my life, even up to now. I haven't seen the last couple of seasons, but up until I think it was Samurai is probably where I kind of fell off a little bit. But again, here we have my Legacy Dragon Dagger. Love that thing. Again, another fantastic gift I got for Christmas, which is the Ultra Zord Pop, exclusive to Target. Again, I have to shout out to my wife. She was able to pick this up for me. She knows her husband. And I actually just picked this up yesterday. Again, another thing that I'm starting to try to collect is just a lot of stuff that I love from my past. So this is by far the best Batmobile ever created, in my opinion. And this is the 89 Batmobile by Jada Toys. These are metal. This is die cast. This thing is absolutely amazing. Again, I'll show it off to you guys real quick. Again, the wheels, the door opens up, and again, you can kind of see inside and see all the little details and stuff inside. And on top of that, let me grab this. The guns flip around and rotate to an out position as well. Let me see if I can get that to work. I guess it would help if I did that. So see, the guns even come out from the movie. Love it. And it comes with a little Batman figure. So these are by Jada Toys. I got mine on Amazon. Very well priced. Love the size of it. It's fantastic. I also have the kit from Knight Rider. I have that one on the list to purchase, as well as another Batmobile. I'm going to also get the Justice League Batmobile and maybe the Batman Arkham games Batmobiles as well. So here is my second Detolf. And again, Detolf are kind of the standard for action figure collecting. They're cheap and they work well. And again, this is an IKEA light that comes with it. Well, it doesn't come with it. I purchased it. So here we go. We have in the back. Again, these are some pieces that I picked up from. These are some pieces that I picked up from Toys R Us. And again, these are all like 50% off. I was able to grab these when they were half off, so I didn't pay a lot for this. I actually got this pop online. This is a glow-in-the-dark Megazord pop, and this is from Entertainment Earth. It's an exclusive, so again, fantastic. And here are my Power Rangers. These are exclusive. These are the Legend versions, and I got these all from. No, I got these three. I got White Ranger. I ended up getting online from Amazon. Green Ranger, I got this from Toys R Us, and the Gold Ranger, I got this from Walmart. This Red Ranger with the Green Ranger cape, with the Green Ranger shield, I was able to pick this up. This is exclusive to GameStop, so I got this, and this is one of my favorites right here because, you know, Jason was always my favorite Power Ranger. So that's that. And down here is my Transformers collection. Again, this right here is my crown jewel from my Transformer collection. This is the Planet X Grimlock, aka Vulcan. This thing is an absolute beast. You can definitely check out my YouTube video. I'll leave a link to it in the description below, where I do a full review of this action figure if you want to see it. This thing is amazing. Back here, this is the Power of the Primes Optimus. I actually really enjoy this figure. I love the size. I love the detail. This is a pretty good Optimus Prime. And back here is my third-party Grimlock. This is I guess you can consider it as a bootleg, but it's a masterpiece scale from the MP1 Grimlock. Again, to me, you can't find this action figure anywhere online for under $250. So for me, I wasn't willing to pay that for a Grimlock. So I found this on eBay and picked it up, and I am absolutely in love with it. I mean, the detail is there. There really isn't much of a difference. I know there are some people who hate bootlegs, but again, to me, as long as I get what I want and it's in good quality, who am I to complain? All right, and we are here. This is my last shelf with Transformers, and these are just the basic Power of the Prime action figures. I picked these all up from Walmart for the most part. The only one that I was not able to get online from Walmart was Slag. I had to pick him up from Big Bad Toy Stores, and everyone else I was able to find at a Walmart. So, and down here again, it's just an empty space because I haven't figured out what I'm going to put there yet. Over here, more Power Rangers. I haven't opened this up yet, but this is a Jason, and this is another Toys R Us exclusive, Tommy. But the reason why I haven't opened it up is because it's not really to scale with my other Power Rangers, so I really don't see the point. And again, it's a Toys R Us exclusive, so I'll just keep it for collective purposes. This is the Legacy Saba sword down here, and this is just a bunch of my Yu-Gi-Oh cards. I also play a lot of Yu-Gi-Oh, so these are just some of my Yu-Gi-Oh cards. I'm not going to go through. If you guys care about Yu-Gi-Oh and want to see some more from that, just let me know. Yu-Gi-Oh, Yu-Gi-Oh, classic Yu-Gi-Oh. Same thing here. Yu-Gi-Oh, Yu-Gi-Oh, Obelisk. All that jazz. Sorry about that. Whew, this is going to be a long one, guys. I'm going to have to split this video up. Here is my sword collection. Again, this is the same sword collection from last year. Nothing has really changed. Bleach swords. I have a Kurosaki Ichigo sword. This is Toshiro's sword. This is a Rukia sword. This is Grimmjow's sword. And this is Byakuya's sword. Over here, haha, it's my little beauty. This is the Legacy Power Sword. Last year I had it here, but I decided to finally display it instead of just having it in the box. And again, this is the Iron Spider box that my Hot Toys came in. And again, you can see it has fantastic detail. So again, this Power Sword, this thing is huge. Has batteries in it. It makes noise. Let me see if I can turn it on. So yeah, it makes sound. And the buttons are over here. So yeah, it's fantastic. And again, like I said, it's huge. It's huge. Look at that. Fantastic. All right, so we are going into the office. This is the final stop in the tour. We're going to start over here with the action figures. This is my third and final Detolf. Again, I grew up watching wrestling. One of the biggest wrestling fans that, I won't say the biggest, but huge wrestling fan. And again, another opportunity when Toys R Us was closing This is a $100 belt. I got it for like 75% off. Yeah, so that's that. I have some pops here. More Incredible Hulks again. Hulk is one of my favorite superheroes. We have Iron Man and his Mark 50. We have the Hulk Buster back here. We have the World War Hulk pop, and then we have the Marvel Select World War Hulk. Quite honestly, this is the best World War Hulk that has come out outside of just based on the price. Like, this does not have the same posability as some of the other ones, but as far as like detail to cost, this thing is absolutely amazing. I mean, just look at the detail. This thing is huge. It's to scale. And again, look at that detail. It doesn't have the same posability as the other ones, but honestly, for the price, you don't need it. It's beautiful. All right. So here we have some of my favorites. So I keep this one in my office because this is where I'm at most of the time. So here we have Boa Hancock. This is my statues. This is a Benz Pardo. And then we have Gohan. And again, I know it doesn't seem like it goes together, but because these are all my statues, that's why I kept them together like this. Back here, this is one of my girls. She is from High School of the Dead. And let me see. Her clothes are actually real and they come off. I'm not going to be a pervert on screen, but yeah, this shirt actually comes off and reveals whatever it reveals. I got that on eBay, by the way. I got this on Amazon and I bought this from Toys R Us. This is my Benz Pardo Cammy. I actually picked this up from Big Bad Toy Stores. Check out Big Bad Toy Stores, guys. They have fantastic figures and I swear by Big Bad. I also did a review of her on my YouTube channel, so if you want to check out the full review of the Cammy, you can do that. But of course, you can see the detail and the beauty. It's fantastic. Again, this is the Benz Pardo Chun-Li from Street Fighter V Action Arcade Edition. Again, beautiful. Look at these thighs. Look at them thighs. God damn, look at them thighs. So sexy. Down here is my pride and joy, my favorite figures. This is probably going to be my thumbnail for the video, guys. This is my SH Figure Arts Dragon Ball collection. As you can see here, I have a lot of stuff here. So let's get started. So back here we have my Vegeta. I picked this Vegeta up. This is probably one of my first Vegetas. This is one of the first release Vegetas. This is kind of like from the Android Saga version, so he doesn't have like the Big Bang hands. Back here we have the Dragon Ball World Tour exclusive Broly. I went through so much shit to get him, but I got him and I'm so excited to have him. This dude is fantastic. I love him. I also picked this up at the Dragon Ball World Tour. This is the Super Saiyan 3 Goku. Down here is the Dragon Ball World Tour exclusive Vegito, Super Saiyan Blue Vegito. And of course, these are my Ultra Instinct Gokus. This is my imperfect Ultra Instinct Goku, as you can see here. And this is my Ultra Instinct, fully mastered Ultra Instinct Goku. These are my mods that I did. I purchased from AliExpress the demonical fit sculpts, and I just kind of replaced them with the bodies that I already had. Again, I got these on AliExpress and they're fantastic, so definitely check them out. And again, this aura is exclusive also to the Dragon Ball World Tour, and it's the clear white version, so I'll give you a far away glimpse of it. And of course, this is the Dragon Ball World Tour exclusive sale, so that's what that is. Down here we have my robot collection. We have my Darling in the Franxx Strelitzia. I picked this up actually last week. I got this, I pre-ordered this back in August and it actually just got to me last week. It released in December. It just took forever to get here, but I absolutely love it. This is the Frank piloted by Zero Two. This was one of my favorite animes of last year, so I had to pick up these figure. This is Jehuti. Again, if you're not familiar with Zone of the Enders, PlayStation 4 just released a game, Zone of the Enders 2, where this figure comes from. And it actually has a VR mode for the PlayStation VR that I do own. And this is a fantastic game. This is another one of my favorite figures. This is a Wing Zero Custom from Gundam Wing Endless Waltz. And this is my Jaeger from Pacific Rim. So this is the Jaeger. And down here is just a bunch of my action figure pieces. Again, eventually I will, when I get more figures, I'll put something else down here. But you can see back here, I have my regular power-up aura. I have a couple of pieces to my Voltron figures. I have a stand. I have a, this is a Kamehameha blast effect that came with the Cell. This is actually fantastic because, of course, it works with everything. I also got this on Amazon. It's like a destroyed. I use this for my photography, and also Power Up Aura over here. And back here is the power pole that you got from Tamashii Nations. And again, this was a exclusive only to the Dragon Ball World Tour for the Saiyan Raised on Earth Goku. So I have that too. All right. So that was just a cabinet. Now I just want to finish things off with over here. So up here we have a drone. This is a quad drone. I actually got it from Toys R Us, 50% off. I always wanted a drone, so at 50% off, why not? This is the IO Gear. This is the wireless Bluetooth that I use so I can play my PlayStation 4 on my 4K monitor over here. So basically what happens is the signal comes from here all the way over here, so it connects to my Denon receiver. So if I want to play it on my surround sound on my 120 inch, I can do it here, or with just a flip of a switch, which is here, I can play it on my 4K monitor. And again, the 4K monitor is already natively connected to the Xbox One X that you see here. I have it right next to my Xbox 360. And below here is the Japanese PlayStation 2 that I told you about. Well, it's an American PlayStation 2 with a Japanese modification. Have my N64, my Dreamcast, a 500 gigabyte hard drive. And down here is just another 360 and some equipment. Now, over here is my 4K monitor. Again, this was kind of like the crown jewel of my video last year, but again, as you guys know now that I have a lot of different upgrades since then. This is my computer. This is where I do record my podcasts. I watch anime here. This is actually my microphone that I use to record the podcast. Again, if you guys have watched any of my videos, my Young Justice video that I uploaded yesterday is actually doing very well. Thank you guys so much. Got a lot of subscribers and people watching it and enjoying it. And here is the webcam that I use to record said videos. It's a Logitech 1080p camcorder. This is also another Android box that I use. And this is my Zito Pro. This is the Android box that I was using. It's also connected to the monitor out there, the home theater system out there. So that's where I was watching Seven Deadly Sins from, was from the Zito Pro, which is the controller here. This is a 4K Android box. This thing is a beast. This is my wireless controller that I use. It's a Bluetooth controller. I can plug it into anything and it works. So I was also using this because, as you can see here, the little dongle right here that's plugged into the Zito Pro, and it allows me to use it out there from, because again, with the Zito box it wouldn't normally work, but with this plugged in I can still use it out there in my the main area of my man cave and still have it work. So that's awesome. So that's it. Oh, sorry. The Samsung TV, again, this is where I record and do a lot of my modifications. You know, you see a Fire Stick there, put two and two together. Why do I have a VCR here? So the VCR is here because over the years, 10, 15 years ago, I had been recording Christmases, stuff on VHS, stuff on DVD, and I'm starting to digitize a lot of that stuff just so that I have a handy dandy copy just in case some of this technology goes away. I can always at least have a digital file. So, you know, over the past couple of months, I've been putting in, you put a VHS here, and you can record it onto, this is a DVD recorder, so I can just record it straight to the DVD recorder and then transfer that into a computer. So that's that. I hope you guys enjoyed the room tour. Don't forget to rate, comment, and subscribe to the channel. I hope you guys enjoyed, and have a good day.